Mike, Phúc đây.
You're listening to Phoreal Vietnamese Pod.
Oh no! Quỳnh Anh, I forgot my wallet. How are we going to pay for our coffee?
Alex, don't worry. In Vietnam nowadays, forgetting your wallet is completely fine. As long as you have your phone, you will survive.
Phew. Welcome back to Phoreal Vietnamese Podcast. I'm Alex.
Và mình là Quỳnh Anh. Xin chào các bạn. Today, we are learning a very important survival skill, how to order and pay for drinks at the Vietnamese coffee shop.
Exactly. The battle to pay the bill is a real thing in Vietnam. Let's listen to today's dialogue to see who wins.
Nghe lần 1.
Dạ, anh chị uống gì ạ?
Cho anh một cà phê sữa đá.
Chị một trà đào em nhé.
Dạ vâng, tổng cộng của anh chị là 85.000 ạ.
Để em trả. Quét mã QR ở đâu em?
Thôi, để anh. Hôm nay anh mời.
Dạ, vậy lần sau em mời nhé.
Ok em.
Nghe lần 2.
Dạ, anh chị uống gì ạ?
Cho anh một cà phê sữa đá.
Chị một trà đào em nhé.
Dạ vâng, tổng cộng của anh chị là 85.000 ạ.
Để em trả. Quét mã QR ở đâu em?
Thôi, để anh. Hôm nay anh mời.
Dạ, vậy lần sau em mời nhé.
Ok em.
Let's break it down. First, how did they order the drinks?
So, the waitress kicked things off with, anh chị uống gì ạ? And the customer replied, cho anh một cà phê sữa đá. Guys, repeat after me. Anh chị uống gì ạ? Perfect. Hey Alex, did you notice that in Vietnam, people often ask your age right at the start of a conversation? Any idea why?
Yeah, I've heard about that. It's because you use different pronouns depending on who you're talking to, right? Honestly, that sounds like a total nightmare for learners.
Yeah, it's really a big deal in Vietnamese culture. If someone just a bit older than you, you'd call them anh, like big brother, if they are a guy, or chị, like big sister, if they are a lady. And for yourself, you just use em regardless of your gender. In most casual situations, you can pretty much just make an educated guess. The service staff will almost always use those pronouns, calling you anh or chị, and referring to themselves as em, just to be super respectful.
Got it. Then he ordered,
Guys, repeat after me. Cho anh một cà phê sữa đá. Well done. All right. The structure to order is very simple. Cho plus your pronoun plus the number plus the drink name. Like the guy said, cho anh một cà phê sữa đá. Give me one iced milk coffee.
café sữa đá? Is there a shorter or cooler way to say that?
Yes, in northern Vietnam, people often use the slang no đá, brown iced, for iced milk coffee, and đen đá for black coffee. And a very trendy one right now is cà phê muối, salt coffee.
Salt coffee. I definitely need to try that.
Yeah, all right. So let's say you want to order a salt coffee, but you realize you're really younger than the staff or the owner. How would you place that order?
Cho em một cà phê muối?
That's great. Almost perfect. A little bit pronunciation. U, oi, oi, muối, muối. Rising tone. Cà phê muối.
Oui, cà phê muối.
Yes, correct.
Then the waiter tells them the total amount.
That's right. The waiter says, tổng cộng của anh chị là 85.000. Guys, repeat after me. Tổng cộng của anh chị là 85.000. Yes, that's great. tổng cộng simply means total or how much in total.
And what exactly is nghìn, Quỳnh Anh? Sounds like sometimes I heard ngan.
Well, great catch, Alex. You are absolutely right. They both mean thousand. It's really just a regional thing. Nghìn is the standard term you hear mostly in the north, while ngan is in the southern dialect, and the southern accents should be ngang, ngang, which is also common in parts of central Vietnam. Since our official currency is Vietnam đồng, you can say 85,000 Vietnam đồng as either 85.000 or 85.000, and the short version is 85.000 or 85.000. No need to use 10, okay?
Wow, look, so many zeros. Is there a shortcut?
Yes, young Vietnamese people love using the letter K to replace ngàn or nghìn, but we say ca, okay? So instead of saying 85.000, you often hear 85k, okay?
85k.
So convenient. Now, my favorite part, paying without a wallet. The girl said,
Quẹt mã QR.
Well, really good pronunciation on the word quét, quét. Well, in daily life, quét is used for chores like quét nhà to sweep the floor. But quét also means to scan, and quét mã QR, actually we say quét mã QR, okay? Means to scan the QR code. Another popular phrase is chuyển khoản, bank transfer.
Chuyen kan, chuyen kwan.
A little note for pronunciation. chuyển khoản, two asking tones. chuyển khoản and o an oan khoản.
Chuyển khoản.
Exactly. Gen Z even use Vietlish, turning the English word bank into a verb. Bank tiền. Very quick and easy, huh?
Bank tien? That's awesome. I love how you guys just mix and match words like that. Okay, then the guy stops her from paying. He says, để anh.
Để anh or để em. You can add another verb after that. The structure is để plus pronoun plus verb, which means let me do something. For example, để anh làm gì? Để anh nói, let me say. Để anh gọi, let me order. And in clear context, you can even drop the verb. Like when someone knocks the door, you just say để anh, meaning let me open it.
That's really efficient. And he follows up with hôm nay anh mời.
Okay, guys, repeat after me. Hôm nay anh mời. Well done. Mời usually means to invite, but in the food and drink context, it means it's my treat. You can also use the structure mời plus somebody plus action. Mời ai đó làm gì? Like, mời anh ăn phở. Mời em uống cà phê. To invite someone to eat phở or drink coffee. And remember, the bill is on you. Okay?
I wish someone would say hôm nay anh mời to me every day.
Yes, Alex, thông minh lắm luôn. You're very smart.
So how did the girl reply?
Yeah, she accepted gratefully by saying, vậy lần sau em mời nhá.
It means, then I will treat you next time.
Repeat after me, you guys. Vậy lần sau em mời nhá. Lần sau means next time. You can also use lần này for this time and lần trước for last time.
Okay, so lần này anh mời. Lần sau em mời nha. That's fair. Let's listen to the dialogue one more time to catch all of these useful phrases.
Good idea. Pay attention to the natural flow.
Dạ, anh chị uống gì ạ?
Cho anh một cà phê sữa đá.
Chị một trà đào em nhé.
Dạ vâng, tổng cộng của anh chị là 85.000 ạ.
Để em trả. Quét mã QR ở đâu em?
Thôi, để anh. Hôm nay anh mời.
Dạ, vậy lần sau em mời nhé.
Ok em.
Hearing it again really helps. Now, earlier I mentioned the battle to pay. why do Vietnamese people fight to pay the bill?
Yeah, it's the classic culture hack. You will often see this at the end of parties, friend gatherings, or when an older or important guest is present. It usually comes from a place of deep hospitality and bonding.
Right, but sometimes it looks like a real fight.
True. The main reason are affection, generosity, and hospitality. But sometimes it's also about face, keeping one's pride. In Vietnamese, we use mặt mũi, or in Chinese, 面子. It means not wanting to look cheap or wanting to take the upper hand in societal setting. And of course, after a few drinks, people get even more generous and determined to pay.
That explains a lot. But what if you were just grabbing a casual coffee with close friends?
Well, then you can just use the Campuchia rule. Hey, Alex, have you ever heard of the expressions go Dutch? It means split the bills, right?
Oh.
Why do English speakers say that?
Go Dutch historically comes from old stereotypes between British and Dutch traders regarding sharing costs.
In Vietnam, we use Campuchia, which is literally the country Cambodia. But don't worry, it has nothing to do with history or politics. The word chia in the word Campuchia is actually a verb meaning to divide or split equally in Vietnamese. So young people just combine the word Cambodia and chia as a fun slang for go Dutch.
Campuchia, Cambodia plus chia. That is brilliant.
But hey, Alex, a quick pro tip for you. If you are grabbing coffee with a Vietnamese girl, definitely offer anh mời the first time, okay? It'll make a great impression because in Vietnamese culture, we really value guys being gentlemen.
Sounds like a golden survival tip. Thanks. Okay, let's wrap this up. When you want to order something, use
Okay, cho anh or cho chị something.
when you want to take the bill, you say
Để anh or để em.
and when you want to say it's my treat, you use
Hôm nay anh mời or hôm nay em mời.
perfect. All right, here is your challenge for today. If you want to order one salt coffee and ask to pay by scanning a QR code, how would you say it in Vietnamese? Let us know in the comments.
Smart tip. Cà phê muối rất ngon nha. Đừng quên luyện tập và để lại bình luận nhé.
Got a real life scenario you want us to break down? Drop a comment below and let us know.
Hẹn gặp lại các bạn.
Bye for now. Keep it for real.
You're listening to Phoreal Vietnamese Pod.